I thought at first things couldn't get any worse. Game 4 was an example of that. Philadelphia beat Chicago again. However, this time they beat them 5-3, and it was actually quite surprising seeing how in the first period Mike Richards and Matt Carl they scored the first 2 goals or whatever, and they didn't score until later. Claude Giroux scored the first goal with 19 minutes and 23 seconds with Kimmo Tiedemann and Yukon Cornelius. The score 1-0. Then at 18:32, Patrick Sharp with an assist from Duncan Keith ties the game at 1-1. But regardless of what happened, who scored what, how many assists the person's got, and all the other stuff, Philadelphia evens the series at 2 games apiece by winning Game 4, 5-3. The Flyers took the lead 4 minutes and 35 seconds into the game on a Mike Richards power play goal, and Matt Carl extends their lead to a 2-0 lead at 14:48 of the first period. So, if anybody saw the first period and you were a Blackhawks fan, you either wanted to throw up in the very first garbage can that you saw, or you wanted to cry on someone's shoulder or cry a river or whatever. Because in my view, the first period with the Chicago Blackhawks, they were embarrassing. 1 goal out of the entire thing, coming a break. Or the goal with Patrick Sharp when that came in. Duncan Keith and Patrick Sharp cut Philadelphia's lead in half with 1 minute and 28 left in the period, but Claude Giroux restores the Flyers to a goal advantage 51 seconds later. Following a scoreless second period, Ville Leno gives Philadelphia a 3-goal lead with 6 minutes and 43 into the third on a power play. Brian Campbell and Dave Bolland score later in the third to leave Chicago trailing 4-3 with 4:10 remaining. However, it's up to Jeff Carter to score an empty net goal with 25 seconds left to clinch the Flyers' victory and leave the hometown crowd happy. The minute Jeff Carter started skating towards the empty net, I knew we had lost. I'm like, alright, just sink the fucking thing and let's call it a day. He gets right to where the net is, sinks it, and the crowd goes nuts. And I even said to my girlfriend, I said, when that was about ready to happen, I said, hun, I know we're going to lose this one. I already know the guy's going to go to the net and sink the goal. So wake me up when it happens, and not even 5 minutes later it happened. So, what can I say about when we go into Game 5, which will be at the United Center, I believe. If the Blackhawks don't get their asses and their heads wired onto the same page, they're not going to last long. So if you want to blow your chances and leave behind the 49-year wait and bringing home another Stanley Cup, be my guest. If you keep playing the way you've been, that's exactly what's going to happen. So, Game 5 taking place from Chicago. Another couple of nights. Tune in and let me know what you think. But also, speaking of let me know what you think, I'd like to give a quick shout out to another YouTube user. They wouldn't even recognize nor acknowledge me, even if I gave them the time of day. But I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I mentioned something based on UFC. I think it was in one of my Game 3 videos. I think it was in my Game 3 prediction and results video. I don't really remember what it was, but I mentioned something about UFC, and that gave me the idea for a shout out for another YouTube user trying to plug their channel. Like I said, I don't even think they wouldn't even recognize nor acknowledge me, even if I gave them the time of day. But I'm going to give it a shot anyways. These guys are big UFC, mixed martial arts, and professional wrestling fans such as myself. However, over the past couple months, I've been paying more attention to TNA Impact. A hell of a lot better than this TV, PG, WWE crap. RVD Tito for life. I'm giving you the shout out, and whoever it is that subscribed to me that watches this video, no one's familiar with you, but they like mixed martial arts and or professional wrestling, they want to see any more of your videos, then your link is in the description box. So tune in for Game 5. Please subscribe to my channel, and again, if you're not familiar with RVD Tito for life, subscribe them, send them a friend request, and tell them that Tyler from the T. Tomaselli 2 channel recommended you to him. So maybe you can increase your fan base and subscriber base by clicking the subscribe button. But give it a shot and see what happens. So Game 5 in another couple of nights. Tune in for results and predictions video, and while you're at it, check out the RVD Tito for Life channel if you're also a fan of mixed martial arts and or professional wrestling. So check out the rest of my videos along with the RVD Tito for Life channel, and please subscribe.